I don't know if you're being serious or not. Like,
that's our whole show.
Yeah. What do you...
Jim Irsay has announced that he has fired head coach and offensive coordinator Frank Reich as the Colts coach and coordinator. This is a big-time deal because for the last couple weeks, this Indianapolis Colts team has appeared to be out of sorts. For the last couple weeks, this team has seemed to be uninspired. For the last couple weeks, this team has seemed to be off the rails, mostly because this team has appeared to stink. I have no idea if it has been 100% Frank Reich's fault. I have no idea if there's any change that could go into the head coaching position with this particular roster sitting in the position that they are sitting in right now that can turn things all the way around. What I do know is that an offensive line that used to be good and is the highest paid offensive line in football stinks now.
Jeff Saturday is the Colts interim coach. Jeff Saturday.
What? No.
All right, Jeff. Let's go, baby. I'm pumped about this. Jeff probably going to be an incredible leader of men.
And hit them in the face. First play, set the tone, men. You will watch them melt one by one.
But the team's got no shot. They don't even know who the fuck he is. Hopefully he's able to help with the offensive line. I don't think he's been around the building. I have no idea.
Has he coached before?
Coach high school football. You think there's any hope for success here with Jeff Saturday? What can he ultimately do? He doesn't know the offense, right? He's getting dropped into somebody else's offense. I assume he'll be able to learn it. Will he implement his own offense? Will he be calling plays? What's realistic expectation here for Jeff Saturday's NFL coaching debut?
You cannot expect Jeff to come in and call plays, especially this week. Like, he's never called plays, never coached in the NFL. I played with Jeff for a year in Green Bay. He's a very, very intelligent guy. Like, he was a coach when he was a player. Like, he was one of those guys. But I would imagine he comes in, he's the CEO. You guys call the defense, you call the offense. I'm going to set up the schedule, set up the day, trying to set these guys up for success. Who knows what can happen? I guess I don't want to say can it get worse, but hey, you can only go up from here, really.
Jeff Saturday has picked his play caller. Ooh. It is a surprise, says Tom Pelissero. 30-year-old pass game specialist / assistant quarterbacks coach Parks Frazier will serve as the offensive play caller starting this Sunday against the Raiders. Zito just popped up his resume here up on the screen. Sanford, 2015, he started as a coach. Middle Tennessee State, defensive quality control. Arkansas State, the Red Wolves. But then he comes to the Colts. He's assistant to the head coach.
Oh.
So he's been around. And then in 2020, moves to offensive quality control. And then in 2021, he becomes the assistant quarterbacks coach. This guy was fucking cleaning jock straps a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Now he's all the way up there. This guy has been there, done that. He's a grinder, a striver, a man who knows this offense inside and out. Parks Frazier about to call a fucking game this week. What is Jim saying?
No, the game is not different. We don't build rockets to go to Mars.
Yes.
We're not nuclear scientists. That is none of our jobs here.
What is Jim saying?
I think what he was alluding to here is this is fucking football. Is Jeff Saturday equipped? Is he ready to do this? It's fucking football. We're not saving the world. We're not trying to send anybody to fucking Mars. We're not building rocket ships. At the end of the day, it's blocking, it's tackling, it's passing, it's setting, it's kicking, it's catching. It's those things. This isn't fucking rocket science. What are we even talking about? It's football, which leads to this quote from Jim Irsay.
I don't know how to make sausage. I don't know what goes into sausage. But I do know how to build a football team.
What is Jim saying?
I think what Jim was saying, like, we aren't building rocket ships. I'm not trying to fucking make sausage. This is literally all I've done my entire life is build a goddamn football team. Please have a little bit of appreciation for the resume that I've built going back to the cord towel conversation that we had at the very beginning of this thing. If I was here trying to make you a sausage link and you had doubts, I would understand it. Okay, I would completely understand it. But we're talking about a fucking football team. Jeff Saturday cut a promo yesterday in his first press conference.
Everybody talks about I'm completely comfortable in who I am as a man, bro. I know I can lead men, bro. I know the game of football and I'm passionate about it. I have no fear about, are you as qualified as somebody else, bro? I spent 14 years in a locker room. I went to the playoffs 12 times. Got 5 dudes in the Hall of Fame that I play with. You don't think I've seen greatness? You don't think I've seen how people prepare, how they coach, how they GM, how they work? I mean, won Super Bowls, been to 2. Like, here's the deal, man. None of us are promised a good job. I may be terrible at this. And after 8 games, I'll say, God bless you. I am no good. I may be really good at it. I got no idea, but I dang sure ain't gonna back down.
I think he went after it. I think people appreciate his transparency, but a lot of the people that hate him being hired said the automatic thing, this guy don't even know he's gonna be good. This guy says he could stink. It's like, I think that's the authenticity that makes a good coach, which he continues to display traits that make somebody a good coach. Video of you dancing with 2 watches, 10 chains, Kirk Thuggins and Kirko chains. Little Kirko, not enough was said. Hey, we're talking 8-pack in there. Hey, we're talking 8-pack in there. Good rhythm, yoked
Get
up.
drug tested?
Have you always been absolutely strapped, or have you had to change the way you treat your body as you've gotten older in the NFL?
I have always been absolutely strapped. More so in college, in college, and you guys live this if you remember. I mean, the college lifts, they are meant to make you look good at the beach. You better believe by my senior year, I looked good at the beach.
Jeez, Kirk, look at you. Kirk, look at you.
There it is.
Look at the feet on there. Jeez, Kirk. Did you have the, is that like that? Or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, full on. Hey, that's scary. Don't you think you're going to die out there? And there's some moments where you're like, if I die, I die. I guess you have said that. But so you think you're never.
Cousins from the pocket, floating one, and right underneath is Justin Jefferson. On the move and all the way down inside the 15.
Kirk Cousins takes a huge hit by Payne.
You say you're never going to breathe again, right? And there's some of that thought out there. Were you having that on the field or no?
You do have that thought for a second that you're in a dark place and you'd like to get out of it. I remember whoever hit me, Payne or whoever hit me pretty good. And I'm kind of, I don't know what I sounded like, but I must have been like, because as he walked by me, as he got up, he goes, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine." So I must have been moaning or something.
Joining us now, he's a man who has sat in the pocket of this show after the best of times and during the worst of times. Today's conversation will be one that none of us know where it's going to go, but Packers fans will watch in hopes of how they can view the rest of the season with some optimism with the Dallas Cowboys coming to town just a few days from now. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Rodgers. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
Thank you for joining us, man. I know this is probably the last thing you want to do right now is talk about everything that's happening on the field on Sundays. So we appreciate your time. Let's dive into it. This is unprecedented.
Look, don't put words in my mouth. I love this show.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the opportunity to speak every week to you.
You think you guys have it still from what you've seen in the building? And is that another reason why you want to keep going, you think?
Pat, what am I supposed to say to that?
That's a hilarious question. That is a hilarious question. Could you imagine if you did say, no,
we don't.
I've been
Nope,
looking
we
around the last couple of weeks. Imagine if you said
I'm
that.
looking around and
We ain't got it.
I just reiterate this. I always believe in myself first, and I bet on myself first to go out there and to impact the game and to be great. I still know I have that within me. Still the reigning, defending, two-time MVP. Regardless who's out there with me, guys want to come battle. They know where to find me.
Hey, I'm curious about Detroit's defense. What they'd shown on film so far this year was not that great. And then they obviously come back and they play great against you guys. Did they do anything different? I doubt they could change everything.
Look, no disrespect, but did they play great? I mean, we had 40 yards offense on them, moved the ball up and down the field. I threw an interception off the helmet. I threw an interception about 5 yards short of Dave. I didn't play a great game. We still made a lot of mental mistakes, but I don't think they really stopped us. We had 3 possessions in the first half and went up and down the field. So, you know, it's more about us, I think, than them.
You got a pretty good pop out of me there. Like, all right, let's not overreact here.
Well, there's only 2 options, right? One of them, cash it in mentally and just become an independent contractor almost. And I've seen this during my time where everybody just kind of comes in and does their work and then goes home. That's one option. And the other option is to cede to the competitive greatness that lies within you. And what I mean by that is to let that take over and to let that be your North Star and your guide and to say, I care so deeply about this and I'm so thankful for this opportunity and grateful to still be out there playing, that no matter what happens to anybody on the squad, including myself, I'm going to go out and compete as hard as I can because that's all I know how to do. Sometimes when you're in the ceremony of life, you have to go through some serious shit, some serious adversity. The other side. Hopefully this is the bottom of that adversity and now things, like in every great ceremony, things start to trend upward.
Could you imagine beating the Dallas Cowboys?
Let's go.
425 on Sunday.
Right.
And the 5-game losing streak. I grew up never wanting to be a dad. That was not something I ever wanted to do. I never wanted to have a kid, mostly because I was a piece of shit as a kid. I was a tough kid to handle. I mean, I was in trouble all the time. 5th grade, I had a cigarette sales operation. I was just a bad kid. Energetic, talked a lot. I was out and about. I couldn't play video games. I was a lot to handle. A lot of people probably very annoyed with me as a kid. So I just kind of shaped it in my mind, like, I'm just going to work forever. I'm just going to do do my thing. I don't want to have a kid. Fast forward to, meeting Samantha Ludi. Then we end up getting married, Samantha McAfee. I do something that I never thought I was going to do, which is get married. And then I start enjoying marriage and seeing everything about it. And, Sam really changed my mindset on a lot of things. And it's cool to have a partner in life almost, which I never really wanted. I honestly assumed I was going to die alone. We're married. I'm enjoying it. And Sam has always dreamt of being a mother. Just listening to her passion and listening to the way she goes about doing everything, whether it's holidays around the house, the way she treats her animals and her pets, and the way she treats people and her friends' kids. It's oh, this woman would be an incredible mother. This woman is going to be a great mom. She cares. She's invested. She loves doing all the corny stuff that parents do. So Sam and I, we attempt to have a kid. We get pregnant literally within the first couple weeks of trying, and she goes through an ectopic pregnancy, which I did not know what it was. I looked into it. It caused an emergency surgery in which she had internal bleeding. Doctor told me she might die. So she obviously survives through that surgery, devastated that she's not going to be a mom now, right? Starts blaming herself. So then we have to go through an entire recovery period, not only for her body from the surgery, but also from her being so incredibly upset and let down by herself. It's not really talked about much, but it is a alarmingly high percent of pregnancies end up not being successful. So it took us a little bit to get past that, I think both physically, mentally, emotionally, and everything. So we try to get pregnant again. We get pregnant again immediately. Again, emergency surgery, ectopic pregnancy, her fallopian tubes, internal bleeding. Sam survives, gets through it, obviously. Immediately again now, Sam feels terrible about herself. She's disappointed herself. She's let herself down. She thinks that she's not strong enough to be a mom. Sam is a fucking badass. Sam has battled not only physically, but mentally, emotionally. So we start the IVF process back in July. It involves a shot every single night that I'm administering to her, needles and give blood, all in hopes of getting pregnant. Not even that it's going to happen. We get pregnant. We have completed the first trimester. The baby looks incredibly safe. I just want to tell my wife how incredibly proud I am of her. She has been a badass through this. Her persistence and resilience has been something that is nothing short of inspiring. And I can't wait to see you be a mom. You're going to be the fucking best mom on earth. But I'm scared to fucking death. I had no idea it was going to happen. I hope I'll be a good dad. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Josh Allen, UCL. It is a sprain, not a tear. I think a sprain is a partial tear, but it's not a full tear. So I don't think Tommy John is needed. How do you think the Buffalo Bills are going to move on with this?
I think they rest them because they have a good enough football team, as long as they get a little healthier on the defensive side, to sustain for a couple weeks to see if Case Keenum can step in and play a little bit. It's not this hurts too much to do. Is Josh going to be able to do that 3 weeks from now? The only reservation I have is they've scored 25 touchdowns this year, Buffalo. Josh has accounted for 23 of them. When we say he's everything to them, he is literally everything to them. It's a tough spot for them to be in right now, but they got to think long term. When I see pictures of myself, I go to my wife and I go, why did you ever choose to sleep with me willingly?
Dan, don't be that harsh. You're going to do that on live, you said?
Yeah.
Darius already had it. We already had it in. We're doing it third hour.
Dan, you
Don't
son of a
steal
bitch.
my shit, Dan.
Son of a bitch.
They can switch up. We got time.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to draw something up at the commercial
On the
break.
fly.
Yeah, because you were like, man, the throw the first time. Normally it's a run the first time.
Yeah, they don't usually do that.
And then the next time it was the run.
Watch
this time
this.
they always keep you on your heels.
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
That's our whole show.
Yeah, what are you talking
That's
about?
our whole show, Dad. That's our whole show.
Wait, P-Butt, are you for real?
We won't do it, so you can do it on NFL Live.
You guys do it. You guys do it.
No. Why is Matt Patricia probably the offensive coordinator of the year? And why do you think that people are right when they blame Mac Jones for the Patriots' struggle?
Do you want to rephrase that? Or
No.
No.
Would you like to rephrase that? Would you like to rephrase it, Dan?
I mean, their head coach came out and said that the middle linebacker of the other team seemed to know the plays.
You better be early in the morning because we come on at noon, dude.
Yeah, it was before noon.
Okay. You stole from me. We apologize.
It was before noon.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It was before noon.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if you're ever being serious or not.
I'd rather him go the route of Cole Strange than, say, Quentin Nelson. Yeah, I'd rather him be where he's at right now.
Jesus.
There's that video of him everyone always uses when Tom Brady goes to run the ball, when they hand it off to Lou Holtz and they get him a touchdown in that game, and a whole team goes.
That was a 95-year-old man in Kansas. Is that what you're talking
World
about?
War II vet, Coney. He fought in World War II.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus Christ. He's part of the greatest generation, damn it.
That wasn't Lou in practice?
Fucking
I thought he was
son of a
dead
bitch.
ass serious, yo. Same.
I'm out of Orlovsky going, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. That is the problem with this show.
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
There's been a couple things.
Well, I mean, I'm getting censored. Bullshit.
This is the earliest this has happened.
Let's go! Damn, I actually feel bad about doing this or saying this.
Well, it's too late now, D-Bud.
No. We're like feeling good.
But for quarterbacks, I feel like the ops right now. For quarterbacks, if you ever see a corner out here, right?
Oh.
With this type of energy, pre-snap, let it rock.
Whoa.
Pause it.
State season.
He ain't in man coverage. See your cat out there doing that. That's a telltale sign. That lets me further know. So when I was watching this game, I already knew, all right, he's not going to be a man. What are they running? We saw Honey Badger, I think, get a pick on this early in the season in London.
London.
But,
London.
London.
London. You remember the
London
Queen was there? She died.
Before she croaked.
Hello. Hell of a run.
Oi, pop it.
Wasn't it, AJ, what they did in London?
I'm not doing any more accents.
Oh, that's the only one you got.
You cheeky cunt.
They do more German games. Wait till you hear what we do.
Hawk will be excited.
Tomlin's saying TJ Watt probably back this weekend. That's good news. That means your whole entire team will be better, right? He is the type of person that on defense side of the ball can set a tone, change an entire game. But I think the offense can also feel a spark. He's defensive MVP for a reason. Put the guy in the fucking game.
I believe the most telling stat is obviously their record without TJ Watt when he's been hurt over the years, which is not good. But also I believe they've led the league in sacks the last 4 or 5 years. They're dead last, I believe, in sacks this year. It's probably because TJ Watt hasn't been on the field. So he comes back, they go 7-2, make the playoffs. It's going to be an awesome fucking season.
And if they don't?
Fucking fuck me up, boys.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the WWE, friend of the program, a man who wore flip-flops with no socks, exposing his disgusting feet to the FanDuel Thunderdome. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole.
Thank you for having me. And I got to start the show off like this. J-E-T-S, Jets.
Will you ever fucking see him in any of the Hall of Fames you walk around in?
I don't even know who he is.
You son of a bitch! Fuck you, motherfucker! Fuck you, Cole. Get him out.
Who is he?
Who is Joe Denard?
No, you did. Show the photo.
You ever heard of Project Bundle Up, you fucking prick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jackass.
All right. Michael Cole, who has missed 2 shows in 25 years, has missed left
Jesus Christ. Okay. Aim to the right of the hole.
for the 12th.
Glad you did that.
Get him
That'll make that ball
Put
fall.
that singlet on.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're really bopping through this season.
Hey, AJ, did you hear the news?
Oh, Jesus. Cole.
Oh, no.
Cole, this can't be. This Michael Cole is here, the voice of the WWE.
They had security footage of me throwing the football into the basketball hoop.
Our security camera footage was still rolling, and it captured this moment. Me and him are chatting on the stage. I'm like, next time, I'm going to have you throw a football from right here into that hoop because you can't putt. Right here. Yeah, I'll just tell you. You got to come up here and throw it. Mike Cole goes, well, Darius, he's an athlete. And then he does this. Boom!
You got him lined up. Keep your head up. You don't want to do that.
That's what happened.
Okay, come here. Did you wash your hair today?
No. Last week. We talked about this yesterday.
Okay, here we go.
Audible. Spot the mic. Step up.
Mike.
Connor, you hit that obviously $25 and a $38,000 bet with the double touchdowns both for the Atlanta Falcons and for the
Chargers and then the Raiders-Jags.
Chargers, Raiders, Jags. And you hit a plus 21,000, I think, last night, right?
Hell yeah.
He hit a plus 21,000 bet last night.
In the NBA.
In the NBA for points. But it is, dude, I don't know if you see.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. It's fucking windy down there, huh?
Where's Bill Paxton? Philip Seymour Hoffman. Is that Michael Jackson, Thriller? Is that R. Kelly?